Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk to you about one of my favorite animes, Classroom of the Elite. Based off season 1 and 2 alone, we already know for a fact that our king Ayanokoji is an absolute goat. He's the master manipulator of human beings, and here in season 3, we take that to a whole new level. Now, since I am going to be talking about the latest season in this video, there is going to be some spoilers for the season, so if you haven't watched it, grow up and watch it already. But without further ado, I want to start off by simply saying, wow. What an amazing season of Classroom of the Elite this was. We got to see so many different shades of Ayanokoji, Suzune, Kei, Hirata, and that little prick Yamauchi. So let's talk about them a little bit. First off, I suppose we should start with our MC Ayanokoji. This season was a very big one for our boy in my opinion. We got to see him up to his usual antics of manipulating everyone like it's a fucking visual novel, but we also got to learn a lot more about his backstory this season. We got to see why he wanted to come to the school and what he thinks will be waiting for him once his time at this school is done. And honestly, that kind of changed your opinion on Ayanokoji. This guy kind of knows that he's fucked as soon as his time at the school is over, and he's just trying his best to protect the few years he has there, learn more about things like feelings, romance, and just what it's like to be a normal human being, which the White Room doesn't exactly teach him. But speaking about feelings and romance, I guess we may as well move on to talk about Kei. The little romantic situation we have going on this season with the Valentine's chocolate, the heart necklace, and the season ending with our king asking her to date him. Ayanokoji has gone and bagged himself a baddie. However, I'm sorry to all you Kei stans, but I don't quite think she's best girl yet. And I say yet because I see the potential. I don't know why, but I am low-key a bit of a Hiyori simp, but I also feel like Suzune is best girl, and I like the side of Suzune we got to see this season, and that's why she's best girl for me. I mean, this season shows us the quote-unquote original Suzune, as we see her brother leaving the academy, her cutting her hair short like she used to have it, and that was really just a beautiful thing to see. The scene between her and her brother where he left the school was just genuinely really touching, and it really highlighted just how much of a positive effect Ayanokoji has had on Suzune. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not usually a fan of short-haired anime girls, but I don't mind short-hair Suzune. I mean, long-hair Suzune definitely clears her by a long shot, but I don't mind this short hair. But speaking of Ayanokoji having a positive effect on people, I suppose we need to talk a little bit more about what happened with Hirata this season. Because right up until Ayanokoji had that little park chat with him, brother Hirata was on demon time, and to be honest, I don't really get why. I mean, I would go on demon time too if I lost a girl like Kei and then one of my classmates got kicked out, but let's be honest, that guy that got kicked out, Yamauchi, honestly, every time he spoke, I could literally feel my hairline receding, bro. Yamauchi had to go, blood. He had to go. But thankfully, Ayanokoji gave Class C, or well, Class D now, thanks to Arisu, their original Hirata back, then that's all like really poggers and stuff like that, you know? But speaking of Arisu, I love the story arc between her and Ayanokoji throughout the season. And the way that Ayanokoji technically lost to her due to the interference of that other freak who wants him back in the White Room. I can't quite remember his name, but he's a freak. But genuinely, that whole arc was just really fun. I really like the way that we got to see him and Arisu play chess after the test too, and we get to see the fact that Ayanokoji would have absolutely destroyed her, which then leads to her kind of giving him this some sort of like confession. I don't really know, but slay queen. So I guess the question is, what do I really think of this season? Was it better than season 1 and 2? Honestly, for me personally, I think it was. I was well and truly hooked on this season, and I feel like the way Classroom Elite portrays its story is just so unique compared to any other anime that I've watched. I can't really explain why, but I feel like with this season in particular, I have no choice but to give Classroom Elite a solid 9 out of 10. I know for a fact that a lot of stuff in the light novels is missed out throughout the season, and that could possibly take it down to like an 8 or a 7 for some people, but I personally haven't read the novels myself, so I don't really notice what's missing, and it's just one of my favorite animes. Like, as a standalone adaptation, it's fucking brilliant, and I love Classroom Elite, and the fact that this is only the end of year 1 just gets me so fucking hyped because I just know it's only going to get better. Obviously, the light novels are currently in year 2, or at least I believe so. Like I said, I haven't read them, so I don't fully know, but there's a lot more stuff that could potentially be animated, and it better fucking be animated because I don't want this anime to end ever. I'm just really excited to see what's going to come of this relationship with Kei, what Suzune's growth is going to continue to look like, and just so much more, man. I need it. I need it. But more importantly, I really need you guys to just like and subscribe and comment down what you thought of this season of Clash of the Elite. Are you a light novel reader? Is it bad compared to what the light novel would be? Or do you just appreciate the anime for the work of art that it is? Did you think it was better than season 1 and 2? And most importantly, who do you think is best girl? Because I want to know. Because I'll be honest, Kei is slowly creeping up to being best girl for me. I love Suzune, but she's on the rise for me, man. She's on the rise. But as always, much fucking loves. Thank you all for watching. Remember to feed your goldfish, stroke your dog, and tell your uncle that he looks like a bottle of apple and blackcurrant squash. Peace the fuck out.